why the rejection you faced as a boy has discolored your understanding of yourself as a man, and what you can do about it to fully grow into yourself and be entitled to the type of women that you always wanted to date. So as young boys, we're unskillful in our approach to women. We don't understand the mechanics of attraction. We don't understand how to give good vibes. We don't understand, how to approach a girl properly, right? We don't understand how attraction works. And because we're unskillful, we receive rejection because we fucked it up. We didn't know how it worked, And so we did it and we got rejected, and we probably did it several times throughout our lives. We liked some girl, we set our sights on her, we got over eager, we weren't talking to other girls, and we approached in our unskillful manner, right, as boys, and we got rejected. And so over time, we build this identity, just citing past negative experiences. We build this identity of like, like I'm not worth it, or, I play in this league down here, that girl over there is in this league up here. We have this understanding of like low entitlement when it comes to women. And it's completely faulty. It's completely false. We build up this identity based upon past experiences. We think, well, this is how the past went. This is how the future is going to have to go. Right? And then we start settling for women that we consider to be like a 7 out of 10. And then we don't celebrate, like we marry our 7 out of 10. And then we don't celebrate her every time she comes home from the salon, every time she gets her nails done. Like we don't press pause on the TV remote when we're watching the game or something and she comes home from the salon. We don't celebrate, we don't pause what we're doing and celebrate her beauty because we settled to begin with because of low self-esteem. This happens time and time and time again, okay? And it's a huge tragedy because that woman that you see as a 7 out of 10, some other guy would see her as a 10 out of 10, right? It's a tragedy to you because you deserve the best woman that you could ever get, right? And so we form this faulty identity. Now, into adulthood, we start to understand the mechanics of attraction. Attraction grows in space. Having a sense of mystery about you to the woman where you're not in her face all the time, in her text or hitting her up all the time or whatever. This makes her think about you in your absence, okay? So you start to understand the mechanics of attraction. You start to build a cool life for yourself and start to cultivate this really positive vibe so that when your cup is full, you can spill it out onto the girl that you're talking to or all the other girls that you're talking to, right? You're starting to share good vibes, and now all of a sudden when they're spending time around you, they understand. It's like, oh shit, when I'm hanging out with Benny, I have a great time. I love hanging around Benny, right? And that's what girls will start to think about you. So when you start to understand these concepts, you start to understand that you don't have a low entitlement when it comes to women. You can actually date any woman that you want to. You just have to understand the things that you have to do to approach properly.